Alright, hello and welcome to my GDQ submission for Mad Max, the 2015 version. I'm just going to start this up right away because there is a cutscene that is a little over a minute that we cannot skip, which is dumb, but timing will start when I gain control of Max. Yeah, this is Mad Max. I'm running any percent. The current patch, there are a few glitches that are possible only on older patches of the game, such as an infinite scrap glitch and some other minor things to skip minor areas of the game. But the way to actually get those older patches is kind of sketchy and kind of hard to do without messing something up. So I like to run on the current patch. It's the most accessible version of the game. So yeah, my name's Plyd. I'm 19 years old. I'm from Michigan. I started speedrunning back in September of 2013 when I was 11 years old with Wii Sports of all games to start with. And, you know, I've been having a blast doing it. This is my first time ever submitting to a GDQ. And yeah, I mean, let's just get right into it. So right off the bat, I'm going to be rolling instead of sprinting because we actually cannot sprint yet. We don't unlock the sprinting ability until after we talk to Chumbucket for the second time. That right there, you see the dog right there. His name's Dinky D. He is currently hurt, so we are going to try to fix him up. And as you will see, in order to do that, I'm going to need some wire to patch up his legs. Right over here is the first NPC that we're going to encounter, named Chumbucket. He's going to be pretty much our mechanic for the whole game. We're going to use him to upgrade our car, repair our car at all, just a bunch of things like that. He's also going to help out with Dinky D in the beginning. But not before trying to eat him. But now we can actually run. Running is the fastest form of movement in this game when you're on the ground. Rolling is right behind that. So you'll see in moments that when we can't run, I'll be rolling instead. When you roll, you gain a speed boost at the beginning, but then you slow down at the end. So if we have a ledge or something that we can roll off of, I'll choose to do that because I'll get the speed boost, but I won't get slowed down. Right here, we're supposed to use a shotgun to kill this guy, but we can just punch him off the ledge. No biggie. Over here, there's a few guys that I have to kill. I'm going to try to line up a double kill with the shotgun. Got that one. There's another one that I can go for over here, but it's much harder to get. I need to walk in this formation, and that guy went a little too outside, so unfortunately I can get that one. However, it's not a big deal because now it's time to talk about the biggest thing about this run, and that is challenges. So in order to actually beat this game, I'm going to need to get a certain rank. And in order to get extra ranks, I need to do challenges. So by a certain mission, I need to get to rank 30, and each challenge will boost my rank up by 1. Currently, I'm rank number 1. Right here, by the way, I'm going to roll because I'm forced to walk. I'm also be going for... Okay, so I got it. If I roll in a very specific pattern there, normally Max says wait, and then you are slow for an extra, 1.5 seconds, but luckily I can just sprint early. Okay, going back to the challenges, I need to get to rank 30 by the end of the game, and I will be able to get 3 free ranks with somebody later on. I'll explain it when we get to it. So I need to finish 27 challenges by the end of the run. Most of the challenges I'm going to be able to finish just by playing the game, but some of them I have to go a little bit out of the way for. For example, the challenge that I'm going to go for first is to kill 8 enemies without taking damage. But in this game, in order to count a challenge like that, a lot of the combat challenges, if it's one where you don't take damage, after you complete that challenge, you have to take damage in order to actually get the challenge. So you'll see after I kill the 8 enemies that I'm going to intentionally take damage in order to build up another counter for the next kill X amount of enemies without taking damage. And then for other challenges where I need to build up a certain type of combo, I will need to leave combat in order to get that. So you'll see in certain places where I'll intentionally run away from the enemies in order to get a challenge. Right here, I'm going to go for a trick called Quick Binoculars. Unfortunately, I did not get it. There's a very small window. If you click Close Binoculars, you'll be able to close the binoculars a little bit earlier. Saves like a second. Right here is one of the biggest glitches that has been found in the game. It is actually possible to get out of bounds right here. So when we enter this bunker, there's going to be a cutscene here. And if we get out of the car, as soon as we enter this cutscene, normally it's not possible to have any control of your character over this cutscene, but this cutscene is very particular in that there's a very small window where you actually have movement. So you're able to get out of the car before you enter this little area that I'm kind of locked in right now. So it will actually send you out of bounds. So it'll send you like in this type of area, but everything is unloaded, which will actually make it possible to skip the outer graves, which is the part that I'm in right now. However, with the way that the game's programmed, even though I can leave this area, I still have to complete the missions that are in this area, because as far as we know, we are not able to skip any story missions. So it's better to just stay here. So if you've been counting so far, I have killed 2 enemies without taking damage, and up here there's going to be 3 more, so that'll make it a 5. Also throughout this game there's another challenge to completely scavenge 3 locations, and this one only has 2 little scrap areas, so it's really fast to get this one. So I will go a little bit out of the way to get the extra scrap that's here. The scrap in this game is essentially this game's currency. I can use it to get upgrades and certain types of cars and weapons. So right now, in a casual playthrough, this is kind of a big deal, but I'm filling my car up with gas, also grabbing an extra for something that I have to do in a little bit. But gas, if you look on the bottom right, there is a little bar that shows how much gas I have. However, since we're going to be switching cars so much in this game, or in this route, I mean, okay, it wouldn't let me turn. But since we're going to be switching cars and so often in this game, we will never run out of gas, so that'll be the only time that we actually fill up our gas in this run. So I'm actually going to walk a little bit away from this door and then ignite this, because if I stand too close, then it'll trigger a little cutscene, which will lose me a couple seconds. Also right here, there is a trigger that will slow down my car, and normally you want to stay on the road, because when you're on the road you gain a little bit of speed boost, and when you're off the road the game slows you down a bunch. But since we are already slowed down a bunch here, we can cut the corners by going a little off-road, which saves a bit of time in this tiny little area. But right now I am heading to the graveyard, which will give us our first car body. And it is actually the same car body that we're going to finish the run with. Because... okay. Getting any other car body in this game is kind of slow. We will need to get one extra for a mission, but we won't be using it for too long. Here, the trigger ends, and I can actually start moving at full speed again. I need to be very careful on these turns, because one bad turn and my car is upside down, so that is something to be aware of. So, we're at the graveyard. So there's going to be a fight sequence at the top here. So if you remember, I have already killed 5 enemies. So I need to kill 3 more, and then I'll intentionally take damage. And then the next one after that is not going to be killing 8 enemies, but killing 12. So I will be going for that, but normally it doesn't really pan out too well. So here's the flashlight. Max says it's handy. We will never use it ever again in this whole entire run. I've actually never even used it in my casual play. I'm gonna be grabbing the scrap so I can 100% this location. And I'm going to pick the Wild Hunt because I will need it for a car that I'm building later on in the run called the Speed Demon, which is what I'm going to finish the run with. So that's 6 enemies. While I'm waiting for the other enemies to spawn in, I'm going to grab this Shiv and the scrap over there. The Shiv will allow me to do the finisher move called the Shiv finisher. So I got 8, so there you go. I intentionally took damage, which you saw the challenge bar go up, and then my rank. So I just need to finish off these guys, so that'll give me access to break down that bridge over there. Normally you're supposed to go down this ladder, but I can just jump over the side. So here we're supposed to get this car. That'll spawn right here. If we entered the shotgun animation early, then we can skip a little cutscene that plays. I'm also going to shoot an extra shotgun bullet there because it'll give us an ammo refill, which will give us 1 extra shotgun bullet in total. And then right here, there's also a challenge that I can get for defeating 5 vehicles with the side ram. The vehicles right here are incredibly weak, and I have to be driving next to them anyway, so I will be going for that if they actually behave. So I got both there, which is pretty good. The side ram one isn't something that you normally get, but it is possible if you get some certain car spawns. So that was the magnum opus. I need to be driving back to the bunker, but I need to wait for this tech dialogue to end. And now I can warp back. So now we are on to Righteous Work. This is the first mission where we have to go into a camp. Camps are all over this game. They serve a variety of purpose. The main one is that they reduce the threat level of an area. And if you reduce the threat level of an area enough, you will get access to certain upgrades on your car or on max. And then you can also gain access to some certain missions with them. There's different types of camps that require you to do certain things. Like the one that I will be doing coming up, I need to blow up an oil pump. However, there's other ones that I'll be doing later where I need to kill a boss or something similar to that. So right now I'm gathering parts for the harpoon. It's exactly as it sounds. It is our first accessory to the car. We will be getting a nitrous boost later, as well as a sniper rifle and a thunderpoon, which is pretty much a rocket launcher. Right here, there's some scarecrows. Scarecrows, like camps. If you take these scarecrows down, either by ramming into it or pulling with the harpoon, it will reduce the threat level, as you can see. It reduced the threat level of the outer graves from 5 to 4. And there's also a challenge of taking down 4 different scarecrows. And I need to take down these 3 anyway, because it's required to get a threat level of 0 by the time you leave this area. So I will be taking one down to get a free challenge later on in the run. So I just need to scout this area. And now, coming up, I will be doing what is probably the biggest find in this entire route, which is... I'll explain it when I get to it, actually. But first, I need to take down this sniper. And then I need to... Oh, I was not supposed to hit that. Okay, that's fine. I quickly turn around. As soon as my harbor time is about to run out, accelerate. As soon as it's about to pull down, turn around, enter through this gate, jump out, and then I will fight these guys. That right there is a war crier. If I let that bar go up all the way, then it'll buff these guys a bunch. So I'll take them out early. Nice. That's pretty good. I need to wait for some dialogue, so I'm just going to pick up this scrap because I can. I'll pick up this history relic. I need to pick up 3 by the end of the game, and that one's required. So I'm going to open this door. I'm going to run through, and then I'm going to run back. And this will trigger a storm to happen. It is a scripted storm that always happens when you go there. But you can actually leave the camp before it starts and have the storm outside of the camp. I also do apologize. Storms in this game are stupidly loud. I have no idea. It's mixed awfully. If I could fix it, I would. So I apologize if you aren't able to hear me when the storm's happening, but the main purpose of the storm is that while a storm is happening, mother loot crates will spawn. Mother loot crates will just appear and they will fly towards you, and each mother loot crate has 300 scrap in them. So it is a very, very easy and quick way to get some scrap in the beginning of the game. So I'm going to harpoon this one, and I'm going to drive back to the front of the camp. And by driving back to the front of the camp, it'll actually make the storm stop. So now I have that one there. It'll be there when I get back. And now I just need to go to these other two that are hiding at the top of this hill here. Unfortunately, where the Maloot crates spawn is completely RNG. That's what really sucks about this. Okay, so I don't actually know what happened. Only 2 mother loot crates spawned, which means that I'm going to be 300 scrap short. So I'm going to have to grab some extra scrap, which sucks, but it's not completely over. In the original route where we found that we could do this, we only actually got 2 anyway, so. Well, I tried to break it, but with the car, but I missed. So I'll grab this. Also, my loot crates give us 1 challenge, which is an extra bonus. But since I drove into this, or I went to this area and then I left, normally there's a bunch of enemies here, but since I left, they all despawned, so I can just kind of walk on by you. I feel like now would be a pretty good time in the run to do a donation or something, as I'm just making my way to the end of the camp. There's a cutscene here.
What do you want? Time is built.
That is Griffa. We will be meeting him right after this camp. So up here, there's a bunch of people that I need to kill. And now I unlock my Fury meter, which will, when that is filled, it will allow me to do more damage. However, it takes a bit for it to actually activate, so I run over there and grab that scrap. Try to bait all these guys over here, and then I'm gonna go for a couple of challenges here. I'm looking for a 25 combo, and then I'm also looking to fill my Fury. That really sucks. That really sucks. Okay. So I got this one. I'm gonna let my Fury run out. I wanted a 15 combo, and then I also wanted to have this go, but can't always get what you want. So I'm gonna go for the 15 combo here. And then hopefully I can fill my Fury meter up again and get another. Okay. Well, that was unfortunate. I missed out on 2 challenges there, which is gonna put me a little bit behind, but I can do some things to catch back up. Yeah. Kind of unfortunate with my RNG there. Also, I'm gonna ignite this a little farther away and throw it on, because if I get too close, a cutscene will play. But that is the first camp done. It was actually pretty good in terms of speed. It was actually a gold for me, but unfortunately the RNG wasn't as kind. Luckily, despite me not having my car there, it's parked there, which makes it really easy to get to. So this tiny little section here, I'm actually gonna gain a whole host of different unlocks. So right away, I unlock the flare gun, which will allow me to call Chumbucket over to me when, if he gets too far away, or if the car's too far away, I can call the car. And I also unlock Griffa, and I can use Griffa to upgrade some of my abilities, such as my health, how much damage I do, how much scrap that I can pick up. It's a very small upgrade, but it is an upgrade nevertheless. I'm going to be seeing Griffa 2 times in the game. This one is given automatically. Actually, I need to do this because I actually have some upgrade set, or I normally have more challenges going into there. So I had to get some different stuff. Spotter's cars, completely invisible. It's kind of funny. I believe this is the only time that I'm actually going to be using the flare gun, on purpose at least, in the run. Because Chumbucket got scared. We drove away.
Any trouble?
I saw bad guys, huh? Sneaking, spying, wanting to steal her away from us. Had to take her somewhere safe.
No time to waste that. We've a car to build.
Yes, we do.
So right here, I'm going to unlock the nitrous boost.
We need to install the nitrous boost.
That's weird. I don't know how I got off of that. I need to slow down here because I need to boost off this ramp. But I need to wait for the dialogue.
I know just the place.
So now I need to take out these spotters, and then I will be done with this mission. As soon as the mission is done, I will be able to warp back to Jump Side Out and get into the next mission, which is Into Madness. I'm skipping a cutscene here, which is basically there's people here, and they don't like me, and they blow up the bunker. So, that's the bunker gone. Also, I need to upgrade my engine here. Okay. Normally, I'm able to upgrade it there. I don't know what happened. It's actually interesting. I'll have to upgrade it later, I guess. Maybe the game's bugged. The start of this mission will allow us to leave the Outer Graves. Also, that jump doesn't save any time, but it looks cool.
You know a safe place. Somewhere we can rebuild.
Yeah, now we can actually finally leave this area. We can have access to almost the rest of the map. Right there is a balloon. If I use the balloon, then I will be able to fast travel it. And balloons are actually really slow to use. But I will be coming back here 2 times later in the run, so it's ultimately faster to grab this balloon. So I went into that little area to be able to get the 100% looted thing. So I'm at 2 of 3 locations looted, so I just need 1 more, and I will have that. I'll have that challenge done. Yeah, this is another decent time to do a donation because I'm just going to be going up, unlocking it, and then going down. Okay, can I upgrade the... Okay, I'm going to upgrade Max's abilities, so now I'm going to be able to do stuff like parry weapons. I will also unlock the Jimmy Bar, which I will use 1 time in the run. Okay, now I'm able to grab this engine. I'm not sure why I wasn't able to do that before. But nevertheless, we are on our way. So I only need one more scarecrow to take down for a challenge, so there's one that I'm going to be passing right by. Okay. Oh wait, there's wanderers over here. Normally you can give them water, except for when you accidentally kill them, that doesn't work. If you give them water, they'll take half of your water, but you will get a challenge from it. Hopefully I can find another one of those later on, considering I've already missed. Okay. That was interesting. So I'm taking that scarecrow down to get the challenge. I'm also going to be going over here to grab a sniper. Snipers are also very similar to scarecrows in that they will reduce the threat level of an area. Also, there are challenges to take out 5 of those and 10 of those. I'll be doing both of those challenges. So right now I'm driving up to Jeets, which is the first stronghold of the game. There are a total of 5 different strongholds that I will be going to. Jeets is the most important because we will be building armory projects there that will allow us to get full ammo every time we go there. So there will be situations where we will warp here just so we can max out our ammo. He's going to be giving us a mission to go to Dead Baron's Pass. Dead Baron's Pass is a camp right in front of the Jaw, and the Jaw is another kind of form of wall. And once we take down the wall, then we will be able to enter the last part of the map. So the upcoming missions will be essentially preparing to take down the Jaw, which is it's basically just a big like metal door. Also right here we will be getting a sniper rifle. We will be using this a total of like 3 times throughout the run.
Long shot installed and ready for action. I'd say we've gained us an upper hand.
I need to shoot these as like a little tutorial, and then I can make my way. Also, this is a thing that can happen very often in this game if you go a little too fast. There's a lot of audio glitches. Like, as you saw, there were 2 different sets of dialogue being played. Also, I take down that buried car to get a challenge. I'm gonna take down this large tower because there's another challenge to take down a certain number of them. I'm going to be going into this camp because we need to be taking out a certain number of camps in Jeet's area anyway. But that's really unfortunate, actually. Plus, I can also get a bunch of challenges here, and there's also a scrap car here, and if I return that scrap car back to a stronghold, then I will be getting 500 scrap. Here are thundersticks, and there's a challenge to kill 5 enemies with them. I will be getting the challenge later, but I kill these guys just in case something goes wrong later, just so I can pretty much guarantee that I get the challenge. I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna bait all these guys to come over here so I can get some more challenges done. Okay, I just punched that guy so I could get my fury. I'm gonna have it wear off so I can get a another fury up. I'm also going to be building up to get a 25 combo, which is another challenge. I got that challenge, which is good. And I got the fury meter. I'm just going to kill these guys so they don't get in my way. I'm going to take this thunder stick, throw it down here, which will blow up the oil pump. And now the camp is cleared, and I'm doing pretty well on challenges, actually. So I'm going to be making my way back to the front of the camp. Also, once you finish a camp, you will have allies come, and they all kind of like claim the camp, and they will also earn you scrap passively over the course of the run, which is very nice. So you'll see from time to time, it'll just say like allies added like 40 scrap, which by the end of the run, it'll definitely add up. So I'm gonna grab the scrap car. Scrap cars are the reason why the mother crate thing that we found is one of the biggest things that we found, is because there are 2 scrap cars that are very close to a stronghold. And then there's a third that's super far away and takes a long time to get. And before we did the mother loot route, we got the 3 scrap cars. And the thing about scrap cars is that while there are the predetermined scrap cars, which you might see later in the run, is that there are also randomly generated scrap cars that can just appear on the road. So theoretically, it could save you 5 minutes or so just to get a random scrap car that appears right outside a stronghold, which made getting a good run kind of RNG, because it came down to where you basically needed to get a good scrap car in order to get a good time. Thankfully, it doesn't really come down to that anymore. Theoretically, it is faster if you get a scrap car right next to a stronghold, but it saves maybe a maximum of 20-30 seconds, which is definitely better than 5 minutes. And scrap cars in the wild are not as easy to get as the ones that are just sitting. So going for those scrap cars can actually lose you more time than it would save. So we are at Dead Baron's Pass. There's a bunch of enemies in this, but we're just gonna kind of walk on past them because we just need to get to the top to scout the jaw to get further in the mission.
Keep your head down. I'm gonna take a look.
Please, hurry back. This is very, very bad. Risky.
Normally you're supposed to take out the sniper rifle and take out the snipers that are at the top, but you can just drive. I've actually never gotten hit by any of the snipers driving up here. Even if I've like crashed or something or spun out. This guy, really strong, has a big shield. I can just roll. And he will never ever hit me. I will be taking out these lead singers that are right here for the challenges. As you can see right there. And then there's going to be one more at the top here. Unfortunately, unlike the beginning of the game, there is no fast binoculars here. So we have to wait the 2 seconds to actually be able to close the binoculars there.
Not without some preparation. God needs more power and grip. And needs side armor.
I'm going to be rolling in very specific locations to not take any damage and skip as much as possible. And then I'm supposed to be going back to Jeets right now to grab more missions, but I already know what to do for those missions, so since I'm close, I'm going to be going to this camp over here, which is a camp that I'm going to need to clear anyway, and it'll also give me a bunch of really nice scrap. Normally you're supposed to park a bit away from it, take out the sniper, and shoot some gas tanks and the snipers that are there. But that is slow, so I'm not going to do that. However, these snipers will be alive for the entirety that I'm in the camp. So even while I'm trying to kill the boss, they can snipe me, so. I'm going to be grinding for a few more challenges here. Hopefully I can get another 25 combo, because those stack. Nice. So I got that. So now that I got the 25 combo, I can pretty much leave. And right up here, there's supposed to be an enemy that'll come by and kick down the ladder so I can get up there. And while I wait for him, I'm going to be doing some big circles. That way I can lure the enemies over here. And oh, he did a weird thing. He stopped before he kicked on the ladder. That was weird. But normally you're supposed to be able to just get on the ladder as soon as you're able to, while not having the enemies try to kick you off. An important mechanic about snipers that I will talk to you about right now is that they will permanently get out of their sniper mode and go into straight fist-on-fist combat if you get too close to them. So there's a sniper that's right here, and I can just walk towards him and he will never try to snipe me ever again. So here's the boss. And for this boss, I'm going to be picking up this weapon, waiting for him to fall, whacking him a bunch. Then as soon as my weapons break, I'm going to shoot him with the shotgun, run over here, pick up this weapon, stand by the fire, wait for him to charge. He's going to run right into the fire, get stunned. I'm going to stab him, pick up this weapon. Oh, that was unfortunate. But I can just hit him a bunch of times into this fire and just kill him. Actually, it went pretty well. I'm inside the fire. I hope that's not a problem. It shouldn't be, but this game's weird sometimes. You never know. Okay, just don't die. I'll loot him because he has good loot. You can actually just die here by just jumping off the top, and you'll be put back to the bottom, and it's faster, but I like getting the extra scrap here. And there's also some ammo and some shivs that I can grab, which will be not entirely needed, but very helpful later on. I'm going to roll off to the side to attempt to not take fall damage, but didn't really work. Hopefully I can get out here. I'm in a kind of a weird spot. Okay, we're good. And since I'm at such low health, I'm gonna have to not take the big giant leap of faith and go down this little path here, which is a tiny bit slower. And it's really easy to spin out here, but well, it was going well. But I'm going to be making my way to another oil camp. I'm not actually going to be completing this one, but there is a scrap car that is going to be at this camp, and I'm going to take that for the essentially free 500 scrap. There's also two large towers over there, which will help me for one of the challenges that I'm going for. There's also a big gate that I don't want to open, so I'm not going to open it, so I'm going to be skipping that as well. So up here, I'm going to be grabbing, okay. So because I hit the wall, Chum Bucket got scared and I wasn't able to use my harpoon, so I stopped so that I could use my harpoon, and then they shot me. Luckily I get spawned right out here, so it's not a huge deal, but kind of sucks and kind of dumb. Right here, I'm going to be using the harpoon to grab the base. Okay. Chum Bucket is being really dumb. Normally you're supposed to do that all in one motion. I'm going to be going over here, jumping up these rocks in a specific way to completely skip that gate right there. I'm gonna roll to skip some of my fall damage, walk next to him, but he tries to punch me, so I'll have just enough time. Okay. So he actually opened that door for me. The nice backup that you can do. I can climb up this ladder and grab the scrap car. There's actually a faster way to get in that camp, but it's really dumb. If you wait for the last sniper tower to despawn, you can actually jump and boost off the base of the sniper tower. And if you get out of your car at the exact right time, your car will hit the wall and kind of rotate a little bit from hitting the wall. And when you get out of your car, because of that rotation, the car will boost you upwards a little bit, which will allow you to essentially get right up to where the scrap car is, so you can skip opening the door and going in the ladder and all that. It saves around 5 seconds. I've gotten it a total of like 3 times, and I've spent a decent amount of time just going for that trick. I was the one who found it as well. But it's stupid, and I don't see it ever being used in this run, but it is something that's kind of cool. There's a lot of strats that are just, they're slightly faster, but they're way too hard to go for in an actual run, which is unfortunate. So I actually have to be careful here, because if I go too fast here, I will soft lock the game when I'm grabbing these missions. So I'm going to be doing these upgrades for the Archangel. It'll make me go slightly faster, plus I need to do it anyway. But I'm going to be doing some slightly unoptimal routing here so that I'm not too close to Jeet when he offers me this mission.
Fine, driver. Look around. The essential utilities we are lacking are plain to see.
If I get that mission, I'm going to unlock a Wasteland mission from Jump Bucket to grab Jinky D. And now I need to do another unoptimal line up to the top. I'm not too close. And then I will get a Wasteland mission from Jeet. And now, after getting all 4 of those missions, I can actually leave. So now we are in the part of the mission where I'm going to be just snatching up a bunch of different things that I'm going to be needing throughout the game, just because it's really, it's all right next to each other, so best to just get it all done at once. Oh, there's some more wanderers. Luckily there's no one chasing me, and I didn't actually kill him. So I can give them water and they will give me a challenge. They'll take up half my water. Takes about 20 seconds to actually like go through the cutscene or whatever, but in my opinion, I would rather...
I'll remember this.
Yeah, I started flying. But yeah, I'd rather potentially waste 20 seconds than be short one challenge and waste 3 minutes later. So it's mostly just a safety thing, but... okay. Yeah, I'm going up here to grab a car body for the Archangel, the Jack. Archangels are essentially just different types of setup builds for cars, mostly focused on specific aspects of the car, like acceleration or top speed or armor, you know, all those types of things. Also, I'll be using this location to fully scavenge everything and finally get this challenge done. Ow. You don't have to kill these guys, so I usually prefer not to, but sometimes they can be such a pain that you have to. So, I also... I don't need that armory project part, but I grab it just so I can get the challenge. Okay. And now we are going to make our way to Thorwaldsor's Cave. It's where Blastcap is being held hostage right now. Blastcap is a specialist in making ammo, and by saving him I will have a armory project that I can build in Jeet's Stronghold that will allow me to, whenever I go to Jeet's, I will get full ammo, and I need to complete a certain amount of army projects anyway. That
I'll be watching.
getting this one is the fastest one, and the ammo is very, very nice, because getting ammo naturally is a big pain. But this cave is normally supposed to be like a maze, and you're supposed to like try to figure out which path you gotta go, and there's a bunch of enemies. But I already know which way to go, and you can just walk past all these enemies, so it's kind of a joke, honestly. I do have to be careful though, because there's bear traps on the floor, and one, they slow you down a bunch, and two, they do a lot of damage. So I have, while not paying attention, ran into those during runs, so I do have to be careful. Right here, I'm going to kill this guy while the big guy's, you know, doing his chanting. I need to wait for him to charge me, to which I will then roll out of the way. This. Okay, that's really bad. Okay, normally I'm supposed to shoot the big guy, but I somehow hit the other guy instead. So I kind of have to do this the normal way. I'm gonna die. Wow, okay. Well, huh. And normally I don't die 2 times in the first hour of the game. This is not a very good run in terms of not dying.
Listen to it. Oh, she deserves so much more than this, but this'll do for the Jack.
And it kind of sucks because I get put all the way back at the beginning, so I have to go back to the end. Yeah, it's kind of a big time loss. Like a minute and a half. Kind of sucks. Yeah, that just went wrong in pretty much every way possible. You're supposed to shoot the big guy with the shotgun, but for some reason I shot the other guy who was like already dead pretty much. And then I tried to punch the other guy, but he didn't lock on, so he punched nothing, which made me get hit. It's just unfortunate all the way around. Hopefully this time it can go a little better. Oh my god, these guys are being a pain. Okay. Luckily, it's going a little better this time. Okay. It went a lot better. Also, this cutscene is one of the only ones that you cannot skip in the entire run, which is very weird why they picked this one out of all of them. But it's like one of the slowest speaking guys, and they don't let you skip them. Very annoying.
You killed those two who fed me. They call me Blackcap. Hail from the bullet farm.
That right there is the only time we'll ever use the Jimmy bar.
They're waiting for you. I'm going now.
I'm gonna fill my water all the way back up to the top in case I get more wanderers, and it's always just nice to have. I don't know why I went away over there. And it's also just nice to have water. So I'm warping back to the balloon that I got the first time I passed it. And I'm going to go back to Chump's hideout. And if you remember, in the beginning of the game, we had a dog, Dinky T. And when we left the hideout, I did not have him. So I'm going to be grabbing him right now. And the... Okay, well there's a scrap car. There's a wild scrap car there. Just to show you that they do exist. We are so far away from any stronghold that it's not even like plausible to be actually worth it. But we can actually build an armory project with Dinky D. And what's special about the Dinky D army project is that it acts as an armory project in every single stronghold. So by putting the Dinky D armory project in every single stronghold, we'll have at least one army project done. And in order to progress, we need to have two army projects done in Jeet Stronghold, and we need to have two army projects done in Deep Frias Stronghold. So having the Dinky D army project is very, very nice. Also, this is probably one of my least favorite parts of the run, because I hate this car. This car doesn't have any boost. It controls like garbage. And it just kind of sucks that we have to do this drive in the run. But it is kind of peaceful and calming. You don't really have to worry about much unless a car like does weird stuff. So it's nice in that aspect, but okay. There's actually an RNG challenge that you can go for here if you get lucky with ammo. There's a challenge to destroy 3 vehicles with the shotgun while you're in the buggy. So if you get really lucky and have 3 cars spawn near you, you can destroy them and get a pretty free challenge. However, to actually get 3 cars near you, it's actually quite rare. So while I'm here, I'm going to be building the army projects and grabbing a bit of scrap while I'm here. Normally you don't have to get these scrap over here, but since I only got 2 mother loot crates in the beginning, I'm just gonna be getting this for extra scrap. So now we will be making our way to Gutgash's stronghold. It is the second stronghold of the game. And we are going to go there and never go there again because it is way out of the way of everybody else. And there's just nothing in that direction. If we do it, we grab the missions and then we dip. Which is kind of unfortunate because I like the atmosphere and the scenery of Gutgash's stronghold. But there's just nothing there. And this is another kind of semi-long drive. There's not really much to it. I just need to be sure to not get screwed over by any cars and make sure I just have optimal boost. I'm also going to be looking out for some wanderers because there's wanderers that can appear on this path, and there's some right there actually. And I will take the extra free challenge, and once I get this, I should be good on challenges for pretty much the rest of the game, which is very good for a reset run. And luckily, these aren't too bad to go and grab. And since I died in the cave, my health is actually pretty high, so I don't think I'll be needing too much water. And I should be able to get some more water in 2 missions from now. Normally, when I talk to Gutgash for the first time, I aim for the rank of 17, so I use that as like a base. If I'm at 17, then I'm doing pretty well. So we'll see if I'm at 17. Right here, I need, so if you noticed earlier, I was 1 upgrade away from finishing the Jack Archangel. And in order to get the final thing for the Jack Archangel, I need some welding wire, which is right here. So once I grab this welding wire and upgrade the baby bars, I will have finished the first Archangel of the game out of 2. Or 2 in this run, at least. Now the Jack is built. And now that the Jack is built, we are going to pretty much immediately be not using it.
Consecrated corpus of the angel combustion, your guise is now that of the Jack. Complete, radiant, deadly.
Because before we leave this area, we will be upgrading at least half of the next Archangel, which is the Speed Demon. That right there, the cutscene I just skipped, is Hope. We will be seeing a bunch of her later on. Right here is where I would see what rank I'm at. And I am rank 18, so I'm doing pretty well. I would have to mess up pretty bad to not have the right amount of challenges by the end of the run. So normally you're supposed to use the stairs to go down, but you can just jump over the fence right there. And I'm going to be going over to the Speed Demon. I will be upgrading the tires, the suspension, the body color, just because I need to do it eventually. And then I can also upgrade the engine 2 times. And then we will make our way to the dumbest mission in the game, because this next mission is completely RNG. It is very easy for this to go completely wrong. So there are things in this game known as convoys, and they will drive in a random direction on sorry. They will drive in random directions on convoy tracks. For this mission, I don't know which direction it's going. I don't know where it is. I can try to look for things like smoke and dust. Other than that, it's a complete guessing game. But I'm actually gonna try to focus here to see if I can see anything. I think I saw smoke of the convoy way out there. So I think I need to go this way, and I will meet up with them. And if I don't see them, then I will just turn around. But I think that's them up there. I cannot tell if they are going this way. Yeah, they are. So this is actually pretty decent RNG. So I need to take down the convoy right here. I can do it with 3 shotgun bullets. With hopefully no of the other cars try to stop me. And that was actually very, very good. That went very well. I'm actually... Okay. Well, this part is not going very well. They are not being too nice to me right now. I just need to grab this piece, and then I can leave. Okay, let me just... Okay, we're good. I need to wait for this, and then I will warp the Jeets. And then... Okay. And then we don't have to worry about that anymore. So, that could have been a lot worse. Actually... Oops. I'm actually fairly happy with how that went. So now we will be building the final accessory to our car, is the Thunderpoon. Pretty much a rocket launcher. It's my favorite part of this game. My favorite accessory, at least.
I hear him. Oh, do you?
Yeah. Big explosion. That's new. I've actually never had it blow up both. Okay, that saved me a lot of time. I will have to look at that later. Interesting. Okay. Normally you're supposed to shoot all three of them, but I don't know. I will take it. 7 seconds of time save. So normally you're supposed to upgrade your harpoon to like level 4 to take out this door, but 2 Thunderpoon shots will also take it down. And our harpoon is level 1, and it also costs a bunch of scrap, and we also have to do certain stuff in order to even unlock those upgrades. So definitely way faster to just wait the extra 7 or so seconds. So here's the jaw. I need to take out these thunder stick launchers first. I need to slow down a little bit. I have to keep track of where these cars are going in order to not run into them like I just did. Okay, this is actually going pretty poorly right now. I got the last one right here. Okay. Let's just get to safety. Okay, so I'm actually gonna get out of the car right here, and I'm gonna go right here because how the AI works is that if you're in a place where the AI cannot drive to, they will get out of their car. So I can use that to have them all park here, and then I can also grind for a few challenges while I'm here as well. I'm shooting for a 25 combo at the moment. Sorry about the dogs as well. Yeah, so that went very well, actually. I got the 25 combo, and I got the Fury meter. And then I'm going to be using the Thunderpoon to blow up a bunch of these cars because more challenges that I can get. And I need to use a bunch of these Thunder Sticks anyway, so it's not actually costing me any time to blow these up. Because if you ever get to 0 Thunder Sticks or Thunderpoons in this area before taking out the jaw, then it'll automatically refill it for you. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is what sucks about this, is that you can just grab a bunch of things. There's just a bunch of enemies here, so grabbing the door can actually be quite difficult. Okay. Yeah, this is being a problem. I also have 2 snipers trying to shoot me as well. Oh my god, okay. This is not going well at all. I might die, because these guys don't want to get off my car. Okay. Oh my god, get off. Are you kidding? Really? I'm gonna die from this guy. Get off. Get off. What is happening? Actually? Okay. Wow, I'm losing a bunch of time here. Normally it doesn't go this bad. Normally I miss a shot once and then I'm good. Oh my god, I'm hitting everybody. Everybody's getting on my car. This is the worst this has ever gone, actually. I have never gone this bad before. Not even close. Okay, well, everybody's dead now, except for that one guy. Okay, finally. Took the door down. And I can finally leave this area. About time. Okay. Yeah, I've never had it go that poorly before. It was going very well in the beginning. So, unfortunately, this is where most of the runs die. About an hour and 15 or so minutes into the run. I'm going to be coming over here, taking out the sniper for the challenge. And then I'm going to be coming over here to this little cliffside area, taking out the sniper, shooting this guy that's way over there. That'll lower the threat in this area, and then also work towards one of my challenges. I'm gonna come down here over to this camp. I'm gonna come over here and take down this tower for the challenge. Take down this sniper. Okay. And then I'm gonna drive over here. There's another sniper tower over there. It'll lower the threat of this area and also, obviously, go to the challenge. Oh my god. Okay, this is going very south very quickly, unfortunately. So I'm going to be doing a trick that kills probably 70% of my runs. It is quick havoc point. There are backups if I do miss this, but I'm going to be taking a bit of a quiet moment here.
Keep our distance. Work up a plan.
Okay, I got it. Okay. I at least had that going for me. So for that camp, you're supposed to be taking out 3 different oil pumps. But if we snipe one of them in a very specific angle, in a very specific spot, it will blow up a bunch of oil barrels around it. And just, it'll blow all the oil pumps up. So right here, I'm going to immediately blow up this car. I'm going to be coming right here. Entering sniper. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I missed all of those shots. I can't actually let them hit me at all. Okay, normally you're supposed to take out 2 of those guys, but unfortunately missed my shots. I have to take them out with the Thunderpoon, which is why we make our Thunderpoons reload earlier. So once we take out those, then we can blow up these. And once we blow up all these, then we will be able to enter Pink Eye's Stronghold. Okay. Why is this guy still on? Oh my god, my car's on fire. I'm doing donuts and he still won't get off. Okay. Well, that was annoying. And now I have to wait for my car to be upgraded as well. That sucks. This guy won't die. Actually, just won't die. Okay. 14 hits on one guy is not normal. Losing a bit of time here. Okay. Kinda sucks that it happened on the very last one that I needed to get. Yeah, now make my way over here. I can go inside Pink Eye's Stronghold. Okay. You don't actually have to kill this guy, but I do because he can be annoying if you don't. I need to be turning off these valves in order to clear the fire. You don't actually have to kill any of these guys. You can just kind of run right past them, which is nice. Coming up here, I'm going to be grabbing another challenge. If you remember earlier where I killed 2 guys with the Thunder Sticks, I'll be killing 3 more right here in order to get the challenge to kill 5 of them. And the reason I killed 2 before is because, well, these explode. And it is possible that they explode and kill everybody to the point where you have no chance at actually getting the challenge. So I usually play it safe and get 2 earlier. I normally don't get the scrap, but I will, just because I'm a bit low on scrap right now. Filling my water here, and then I will also let my dogs out because they are kind of begging for it. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm going to be entering the fight up here. I can get another 2 challenges potentially here. If I get another Fury one and another combo one. So one unfortunate thing about this game is that if you are in the middle of an action, you cannot parry. And it's especially apparent when you're in Fury mode. because of the Fury finishers. Okay, this is actually going very bad. Normally not this much of a problem. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. Bit of a time loss, but we're good. So, this is Pink Eye Stronghold. This is actually a very nice stronghold because it's very centralized on the map. So we will actually be coming here quite a bit. So now I'm going to be making my way to, in my opinion, the hardest camp in this game. Just Tyrant Slash. It's just filled to the brim with enemies. The boss is super hard. There's a bunch of hard enemies, like types of enemies. There's fire. There's heights, snipers, just everything you can think of that would potentially make a camp hard. There's a convoy here. I can just drive around them. It's actually the first time I've actually seen them coming this way. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Sniper, please. Okay. Chum Bucket wanted to be super dumb there. Okay. Well, Chum Bucket is maybe die 3 times now. Yeah, Chum Bucket's just not being good today. I think that's definitely the first time I've ever died there. I'm here? Okay. I don't know why I was there. Yeah, now I have to do that drive all over again. This is not going well. Normally, when you press the button to use the harpoon, you use the harpoon. But if Chum Bucket is scared, then he will not use the harpoon or the thunderpoon or the shotgun or not the shotgun because the shotgun's max, but he won't use any of the things that he's supposed to be using. It's very frustrating. Okay, this is very, very annoying. I had to deal with those cars and now the convoy is going this way. Hopefully none of the cars actually follow me. Okay, never mind, it's an invisible convoy. Oh, okay. That's weird. Okay, so I did take out the sniper, which is good. But I don't have to worry about that. As I was saying, this is the hardest camp. Normally I don't die in this run until I get to this camp. So hopefully that means that I won't die in this camp. I have to be very quick here before the perimeter defenses get buffed. I'm going to be trying to go for a tiny skip here where I can blow up this door here without having to fight these enemies. No, sometimes they can be dumb, but I actually behaved quite well there. No, going over here. Going around these enemies. Blow up the store. And I need to come up here to turn off a valve. So I can progress to the next area. I'm gonna be doing a jump here to hopefully roll off something and then roll off an enemy. Unfortunately, I rolled into the enemy that was already swinging. Kind of unfortunate, but I'm gonna be picking up all these little ammo boxes here because I'm going to be needing a lot of ammo for this next upcoming part. This boss, unlike the other boss, it is very similar to the one that I fought earlier in the camp. However, it does not have any weapons for me to use, so I have to rely heavily on shivs and shotgun. So I went over there, punched that guy to kind of lure everybody over there. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I'm gonna be using this gas can to blow up this door over here. Okay, that's fine. Then I'm gonna be running over here, luring everybody back over here, grabbing another gas can that I'm going to attempt to use on the boss fight. Hopefully I'm going to be able to use it without getting hit. This is gonna be close. They follow me up the stairs. Okay, I'll be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna be using this gas can to blow up this boss. Okay, that worked. As you can see, it takes out a bunch of this health, as well as dropping the war cry on him. He's already at half health. And now, for pretty much for the remainder of this fight, I just need to wait for him to charge at me, which I can then punch him. And use my shiv. I don't know why Max shot them instead of the boss, but oh well. Okay, I have Fury. Hopefully he can charge while I still have Fury. Usually he likes being dumb. Okay, I will be able to get a few shots with the Fury on, which is nice. Okay, that was actually an insanely fast fight. Wow. That's probably my best fight ever, actually. This is actually looking like it's gonna be a pretty big gold. Yeah, that was nice. So, I'll loot him. I'm still a little short on scrap. So hopefully I will be good for when I actually need the scrap. I will be a little slower here, because I won't be able to fully upgrade my car. But I should be able to do it enough. Yeah, I need 600 for that. So, unfortunately, I don't have enough to get all the bells and whistles yet, but I will be able to at least finish the game, it looks like. Nice. Once you get past this part of the run, you are generally pretty safe in at least being able to finish the run. There are still a lot of run killers left to go on the run. What's both nice and what sucks about this run is that the hardest parts are at the end of the run. I'm going to do a circle here. I will get the saving icon, that way I can warp to that place later. And I'm going to make my way to Deep Fry Stronghold. Is right around the corner here. And if you remember from earlier, Deep Fry is one of the strongholds that I need to have 2 armory projects for. Luckily, I have Dinky D as one, but I will also be needing to get another one, so I'll be doing that on my way to Gastown, which is the final stronghold of the game. I'm also going to be talking to Chumbucket here to grab a mission to grab his Holy Wrench. And I need to complete at least one Wasteland mission, and this one's super fast.
The war by Tigerfields are hidden terrors upon these lands. We should dismantle.
So I still need to kill one more sniper. And luckily, there's one right up here. Okay. Well, these cars are not in an optimal spot. Okay, Chumbucket's being dumb again. Okay. I don't know what Chumbucket is doing. He would not let me get out the harpoon, so that guy is just gonna sit there. Sniper will roam free for now, I guess. There's some backups I can get though. But yeah, there's an armory project that I can grab right here. And I will be building that later to progress a little bit in the missions. If the will allow me, I should be able to roll past these guys. Okay, well, they're being dumb. Okay. Let me leave, please, before I die. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. Okay, will he allow me to use it, please? Thank you. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay, Chumbucket's not using the harpoon, even though I'm holding the harpoon button. Actually doing nothing but holding the harpoon button. Okay. Chumbucket's actually the worst person in this game, apparently. Oh. Yeah, Chumbucket really just wants to screw me over this game. Take this sniper. Get that challenge. And then we will just make our way to Guest Town. I'm already rank level 23. And I'm going to be getting a few challenges for free later on, so we are definitely very well on pace to clear the challenges at least, which is nice.
Stay put. I'm gonna look around.
Don't forget, look at the outcrier.
I'll talk to him, which will give me the mission Dance with Death, where I need to go to the Underdune. But first, I'm going to finish the Chum's Holy Wrench mission, because it's right over here.
You know the place called the Underdune.
So, might as well do it now.
Wish I didn't.
How bad is it?
We all dream of the Underdune for its riches. Go there.
Okay.
Death.
I'm getting the big fish.
I suggest the night the lubes and vulcanized rubber runs the road.
Oh, I don't know why he went out the other way, but that's okay. You do you. I'm gonna go for something here called the Stair Warp. If I roll at the right angle. Okay, I kind of got it at the end, but ideally you're just supposed to like slide down the entire ramp there.
We corpse them all.
Someone here. Wait on that guy.
I'm gonna grab this scrap because I'm short on scrap. I only need a few more upgrades for the rest of this run. I need to upgrade the suspension for the car, and then I also need to upgrade some of Max's stuff in order to be able to start a mission, because it's requirements for a mission later on. It's the same requirements to have a rank 30. So, gonna be making my way towards the Underdune. It's quite a bit of a drive, unfortunately. I have cars here. This is one of the worst spots in the game to have cars, because they always come head on, and it's if you get spent out here, it's really bad because of this garbage. It makes you drive ultra slow. Ooh, okay, that sniped me. I don't think I've ever actually gotten hit by one of those there before. It's giving the cars plenty of time to catch up to me. Oh, okay. Well, they blew that up for me. That's also never happened. Many things have happened in this run that have never happened before. This drive, pretty simple. I'm in a desert. There's not much to look at. I just have to make sure that I time my boost so that I stay on the off-road as little as possible. I'm mostly just looking at my map, because it's kind of hard to actually see where the actual tracks are in this area, but what's nice is that if there's any car following you in this area, as soon as you enter the desert, they will stop following you. So luckily you can never have a car like messing with you in this area, which is very nice, because this is not the area that you want to be messing with people, and you will see that a bunch later on. So, is the entrance to the Underdune. Going to need to harpoon the door here. And then there's a slowdown trigger here, so I am capped here, but I don't know if you'd really want to even go fast here. This part is very, very tricky. It's hard to control your car in a good way, because up here, oops, up here there's going to be some lights, and these lights do massive, massive damage to both your car and you. So I have to be ultra, ultra careful to not touch any of these, because they will take out about a third of my car's health. And usually if you hit one, you're hitting more than one. Oh. Okay, well, kind of just barely skim that one. Luckily, there's a spot coming up soon that will automatically repair my car. I don't really have to worry about that all too much. So while I'm out lowering the bridge here, then Chum Bucket will be fixing up the car. I need to have low health here anyway. I will explain it more when I get to the part, so I'm not actually going to be healing myself at all. But I actually just got an ally camp thing, so I can actually build the Speed Demon. And now there are no more car upgrades for the rest of the run, so I don't have to worry about scrap for that. And I believe I need 225 scrap for the rest of Max's upgrades. I'm not 100% sure on the exact number. I'm just gonna make my way over here. Yeah, as you can probably already tell, my car is way faster already.
Until we find
Oh, okay, that was weird. I'm just also trying to really focus because this terrain here is very wonky and your car can do some wild things. I've had it like clip through the ceiling and just crazy stuff.
the moles.
So up here, there's going to be some maggots that I can eat. And maggots, if you aren't already at full health, will put you at full health. And it's also a challenge to eat maggots, so I will be getting that while I'm here. Right over here. I'll grab the scrap since I'm here. And this will give me full health for the fight that's coming up. And then I should be pretty much golden on the rest of my challenges. And I also have the ability to get a few more challenges coming up here. In this fight, I can get a 25 combo, obviously. I could potentially get a Fury Meter one as well, but it's a little less likely that I get that one. And there's some ones that I can get for the car chase after. Jump scare warning, by the way. I'm gonna lie, I got me on the first time. Actually got scared by some mannequins in this area. Right here, I'm gonna grab some light bulbs that I need for one of the missions that I'm doing, and unfortunately, it looks like an ambush. So I'm gonna stand right here because there's gonna be an enemy that's gonna come out right here. I just need to kill enough enemies, and then I'll be able to exit this area. I don't actually have to kill all the enemies. I just have to kill enough. Sorry, I'm also trying to focus and count here. I'm doing pretty well here. I don't know why it keeps resetting my counter actually though. Okay, this should be the last one, I think. If I counted correctly. Or maybe I need one more. There we go. Now I can escape immediately. And now there's gonna be a couple cars that are gonna pop out. I'm gonna try my best to get ahead of these because they will drop some mines. And then there's also gonna be some ones that don't have any armor, and I'm going to be taking those out to potentially get a another challenge. So I just need to make my way out of the Underdune. trying my best not to hit stuff. I just need to go the same way, essentially, that I left the first time. Okay. Well, that works, I guess. So I'm gonna blow up this car. It'll give me that challenge. I'm going to try to blow up this car as well. That'll give me that challenge. Uh-oh. And now I just need to grab one more challenge, and then the rest I will get automatically. Uh-oh. Okay. So now I can warp back to deep fries. I will be putting together the oil well. I will never actually use this oil well, but I do need it. And now I'm gonna make my way to Griffa again, because this time he will have all the upgrades available to me. So we will be able to upgrade a bunch of stuff now. Okay. That's kind of annoying. Normally you want to cut the corner there, but those guys did not allow me to do that. Talk to Griffa. Now I will be leveling up a bunch. And I'm going to talk to the outcrier here to finish the mission. And wait for this dialogue to end. And then I can warp back to Pink Eyes. And then I can make my way to a death run that I have to do. Death run in this game are kind of like just a race that I have to do with some other people. Not going the right direction. I'm gonna hope that I can find something on the way there that will allow me to clear another challenge, because I am one challenge short, unfortunately. Because for some reason the punch counters were resetting on the fight. If I would have gotten that, that would have been on the money, but unfortunately did not happen. Unsure why that actually happened, but nevertheless, we move on. I'm gonna be looking for any wanderers I can give a water to, a card that I can blow up that could potentially give me something. Sometimes there can be some wanderers that come up here. Maybe I can get them. 3 wanderers and 1 thing. Oh my god, no way. Actually really lucky. So yeah. Now I will be good on challenges, and actually over my PV I will be saving around 5 minutes on one of the missions that I need the challenge stuff on.
I thank you. I'm too weak to give.
Luckily this is one of the ones that stack.
I'll remember this.
So I get the challenge every single time. And I won't really need too much water. So, just a death run right here. I need to talk to a few people, and then I'll be able to start. And I need to finish under a certain amount of time in order to actually get another Griffa token, which will give me the exact rank that I need to be, which is very nice. Come over here, grab this scrap real quick. And I should be good once I get another ally camp, which I should be getting. Hopefully. So this is why we need the speed demon, is for this fight that we do here. Because you can only actually enter these with certain cars. So right off the bat here, I'm going to be jumping off this edge to cut a corner. There are some checkpoints during this race, but luckily there isn't a checkpoint on that corner there. We aren't really going to be skipping much for the rest of this race. It's a pretty straightforward race. We're pretty much just driving all the way back to Pink Eyes, which is where the end of the race is. I do need to be careful because sometimes these barrels can do some weird things and cause me to like spin out. So I have to hit them in certain ways to avoid that. Okay. Well, that could have been worse. Luckily I spun out in the correct direction. Yeah, if you look at the top, you can see the Griffa token on the top left of the wheel. And if I finish before the green bar gets to the Griffa token, then I will get the rank up. Those barrels that I'm bashing are essentially the checkpoints. I just have to make sure that I hit all those and I hit them dead on, because sometimes they don't register. So you really have to be sure that you are hitting them correctly. The end to this race is coming up right there. Have to go up here, make a turn, and then I will be done.
That was a great run! Our deal with Crow Dazzle is honored. Let's go recruit our fighter.
Oops, I'm not supposed to go there. I got a little too excited. I have to talk to Tenderloin because she's going to be joining us.
I've cleared Tenderloin's debt. Our deal.
Okay, so hopefully I can upgrade everything that I need. I need the jacket. Okay, I'm actually a little bit short, fortunately. So I will have to be getting some extra scrap. It's really unfortunate, actually. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough to get here. I will have to go to... I'll go to Jeets.
I can't stand the waiting. Next up, gas tower races. And then begins the reign of the big two.
Not sure I get the point.
I actually should have went to Gutgashes because then I wouldn't have gotten the full ammo reward, which I'm going to need later.
Not the skill for the
I'm actually not sure how that's gonna work. Now that I think about it.
If the car takes damage, I doubt she'll know what to do.
it won't matter,
I'm gonna go to the scavenging location.
Graham. You must.
Grab the scrap here. Okay, well, you didn't want to pick up the scrap the first time. Yeah, it's only worth 2, I guess. Is there something in here? Grab. Okay, I need 1 more scrap. So, I actually know where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go in this direction. I'm actually gonna go back to the camp that I was at earlier in the run and pick up the scrap that is hiding there, and then I should be good. I actually had to do a similar thing in my PB, except for some challenges that I missed. Actually, I can grab some right here. Okay.
Lie low here.
That's ammo. Okay, is there some scrap somewhere? There we go. Now I can upgrade the jacket. And then I also need to upgrade the wrist armor to 50. So I need 30 more. There might be some over here. I don't know if there's going to be 30 scrap here. Okay, so I need 24 more. I should be able to grab that at this next camp over here. Yeah, really unfortunate that I only got 2 of the crates to spawn, because if I didn't get 2 of those crates to spawn, and I got 3, then I would have been perfectly fine. So I'm gonna have to do the gate skip again, because I actually didn't take down the gate earlier. Okay, I don't know why I ragdolled, that makes no sense. Jump up there. I'll come over here. There's some scrap that I can grab that's behind everything. So I need 8 more. I'm right there. Need 4 more. Okay, that hit me somehow. Oh, there's some right there. Okay. Upgrade this. Are you kidding? Oh my god, 23. Okay. I don't think... Okay. Yeah, for some reason, one of the challenges earlier did not count. So I had to grab another challenge there. I'm still in combat mode, so I can't actually fast travel. I thought I went away enough. Okay, well. I guess I die now. I think dying will be the fastest here, unfortunately. Yeah, this is a very unfortunate time loss, but with a game like this, this is kind of just something that you have to expect at this point. This run actually could have PB'd if I had better scrap luck and then had my challenges like actually count. So now we are on the boss rush part of the game, which is probably my favorite part of the game, actually. This is probably my favorite mission. This is Stink Gum. The first fight that we're going to be doing with Stink Gum. There's actually 2. So right here, I'm going to be aiming my Thunderpoon right away. And I'm going to be shooting a Thunderpoon right at Stinkum as soon as the fight starts. You're drifting off a little to the left to manipulate some of the AI. And then as soon as there's another Thunderpoon available, I need to hit Stinkum. And by doing this, I should be able to kill Stinkum before he goes into the tunnels. Alright. Yeah, so that was actually a really good fight. If that fight goes wrong, you're losing minutes. You miss one shot and you're just losing minutes. So now, we're on Tenderloin, pretty much. Just gonna have to wait for her to punch me. And I will just be parrying her attacks and punching her over and over again until she's dead. Alright, that was a really good fight. Sorry I went quiet there. I have to listen to a rhythm there. Alright, now this is the first Scrotus fight of 4. He's going to be doing these attacks where he kind of charges. Wait for him to stop. Hit him with these weapons. Also, it is important to note that at this point, I don't have my shotgun or my, like, any of my weapons that I normally have. Okay, well, he didn't want to charge. He's supposed to charge once you get him to a certain amount of health. Okay, he's not charging. There we go. Now he'll charge. He runs into there. Takes a bunch of damage. And then we just kind of repeat this process. These guys that spawn are very, very annoying. You cannot tell. Okay. And once he gets down to this health, then he will charge. And the fight is now over. And now I'm going to go around a bunch of enemies. And enter another part where I get to fight him again. Except with even less weapons this time. Great. Also, that ammo box, since we don't have any weapons right now, it will always give us a shiv. So it's pretty nice for a guaranteed shiv. So right here, there's a timer that's going to when cutscene will play. So I'm just going to be punching him a bunch until timer goes down. Because if you pick up a weapon, you're not going to be able to do anything with it. So luckily I actually got Fury here, so I can do a bunch of damage and then pick up the same weapon I have, because I only actually need to get him down to half health, because Stinkum will take care of the rest of them. Wow, these guys are really messing me up. Okay, I just need to, okay. That could have been a little better, but oh well. What can you do? So I need to run up here to start a cutscene with Chum Bucket, but as soon as the cutscene starts, I'm just going to leave him. Because as soon as the cutscene starts and he says a specific part of the dialogue, you don't actually have to stay up there. Even though you are talking to Chum Bucket. As soon as we hear the car, we are safe to go back. Because we need to be going down here for a mission that we're going to grab from Hope, which we initially saw at Gukash's stronghold. So we just need to make our way through the underbelly. And Hope will give us the mission to steal the Big Chief, which is a very, very big car that shoots flames. Unfortunately, we only get to actually drive it for like 30 seconds. But right here, I'm going to try to lure all these enemies over here. And then I'm going to grab a gas can over here. Okay, well that didn't work. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I don't know why they didn't get lured. We can just do it again. It's actually faster to game over there than to actually fight those guys. So let's try to lure them over again. And hopefully they will actually get lured this time. I'm gonna grab this gas can, jump through this oil. I will throw the gas can, shoot it at midair to break open this door. And once you're through this door, then none of them can actually come through. So once you're through the door, you're pretty safe. So I have to do this little fight here, and then I will be able to bring down the big chief, which is the big car. Unfortunately, these guys are all like super over leveled at this point in the game, mostly because I'm unleveled, or under leveled rather. So they do take quite a bit of hits to actually take out. If I can actually build up my fury, then it will go much faster. They're punching me way more than normal. Normally, I don't have to parry every 2 seconds, but they are just really aggressive right now. Luckily, I can really make use of this fury meter that I have right now. I need to run up here, grab a gas can that will be used to power a lever that will bring down the car. Oops. So it actually doesn't need that much gas at all. It only needs a tiny little teaspoon to actually be able to use this, which is quite nice. Now this car looks a lot more fun than it actually is to control, because this car controls like dog water. It is super awful to try and actually control this thing, especially when you're going fast. The nice thing is that its attack is very strong. Any car touches it and it pretty much dies. However, we don't actually want cars to die, because when they die, their explosion causes a bunch of lag, and like there's a slow-mo effect, and it's just generally very slow. So for the most part, I'm going to be avoiding actually hitting any of these cars. And despite the fact that I can shoot the flames out, I'm choosing not to, because it makes the chance that cars will explode that much more likely. Because each car that you kill is like another 2 seconds. We just need to drive this back to deep fries. It's not too bad of a drive. That actually went quite well. So I wait for a saving icon, then I can warp to the dunes. So I'm going back to the Underdunes for the mission In It for Glory.
But we should really not risk the opus now that she's complete. We should focus on
Where we go back to the dunes and we have to save Hope's child, Glory, as she's been kidnapped by the buzzards that are at the dunes.
the design. Where will I, faithful Chumbucket, go? Where do I think? Safe? Safe? Answer me.
So, if you're following the story,
We risk too much out here.
Max's plan is to go to the Plains of Silence and just kind of drive until he runs out of gas and food and water. But that ultimately means that there's not going to be any room for Chumbucket. And Chumbucket is devastated. And a little hurt. You're going to see that Chumbucket, because he feels so betrayed, he's going to actually betray us. So when we enter the Underdunes, he's actually going to drive away with the car. And once we save Glory, we're going to have to try and get after Chumbucket and, you know, give him a firm scolding.
We came here before and almost found.
But first, I need to do just a little bit of driving
In the gloom of their horrible
up to some elevators that are over here. Driving in the Underdune is incredibly difficult. Okay. He opened the door and didn't want to get out. You know, that's fine.
Wait here. But keep alert.
There's a skip I can do here to skip using the climb. Okay, well, I missed it. You can roll directly in that doorway, but it's very hard. Once we get on this elevator, an elevator will break. And then we're gonna hear Chumbucket skedaddle.
I'm fine. Stay with the car. Chumbucket! He's gone. Gotta go deeper if I want to find these diglings.
Up here, there's some dig sites, and the purpose of these dig sites are to try and find Glory. Use a shotgun bullet there to instantly kill 2 of the buzzards, which makes this fight super easy. Oh, okay. Well, I thought he was going to die. Okay, he's still not dead. Wow, this one's a strong one. Okay.
It's safe now, kid.
Check the dig site. Not there. Unfortunate.
Must keep looking for the child.
So there's 3 more dig sites in here. We only need to actually look at 2 of them. One of them is right here, and also right next to an ammo refill. So I will be grabbing that. I'm gonna be going for a double kill here. Okay. I got the shot, which was nice. I unfortunately did not actually deal enough damage to get the kill, but he was about 1 hit away from dying. And the other dig site won't actually have any.
Better keep looking. Gotta be one of these.
It won't have any enemies, so we can just go straight to the actual hole. So I do actually need a little bit more scrap for the rest of the run, because I would like to upgrade my ammo Because right now I can only hold 5 Thunderpoons, and that's not a lot. So I'm going to be going for an upgrade that will allow me to upgrade it so that way I can hold up to 7 Thunderpoons instead of 5. Not absolutely necessary to get that, but it will definitely help during the final fight of the game.
Whole place caved in.
So here's Glory inside this little box.
Come on. Through here.
And now we're going to attempt to escape with her, but unfortunately there's going to be some bad guys. And so we are going to have to set her aside and take care of some more buzzards.
You know how to get out of here?
No way out.
There must be.
And then we can finally leave the Underdunes for the last time. Here they are.
Stay here.
I'll stay.
So I'm gonna be punching these guys to build up my fury. I don't actually want to kill all these guys too early, because if I kill these guys too early, the top spike guy will spawn even more of them. I do want to take care of enough of them so that they don't bother me. Though I do have to be careful that I don't accidentally kill them before I kill the big guy. So pretty much while I'm waiting on the big guy to charge me again, I'm just going to be taking out these guys. Okay, well that was unfortunate. I was doing a finisher and then got hit. So now I play the waiting game of waiting for this guy to attack so I can punch him. I'm at very low health, so when I go over here I'm actually gonna try and heal. Never mind, he's charging. I like to keep more than one alive. One of the little guys, I mean. Because when he charges, he can actually kill these little guys. So if you only have one left, he could charge and kill him and cause more to spawn. Alright, so this guy's finally dead. I just need to take out these guys. And now I'm done. I'm gonna loot this guy not just for the scrap, but because he also gives shotgun shells, which will be very nice later on. So, as you know, this car is very, very spiky and pointy, but Max and Glory do not care. Because as you can see, once I put Glory in this car, she kind of just... Ow. Painful. Alright, but now I need to escape the Underdune again. And unfortunately, unlike the first time, I cannot just fast warp as soon as... Okay. I cannot fast warp as soon as I leave this area. So as soon as I leave this area, I'm actually gonna get a pleasant welcome from a few of the Buzzard friends. And I'm going to have to drive all the way back to Deep Friars from the desert while I have about 6 or so of these mine people trying to attack me. It's a very, very fun section. I'm glad they included it in the game instead of just allowing you to fast travel all the way back. Although, I do have my own trapper that I can use. And this is the only time... Okay. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. I don't even know how I did that. That was impressive. I don't know how I'm doing it again. Okay. Yeah, if you can't tell, this car controls like garbage. Yeah, here they are. You want to immediately get in front of everybody here and try to kill them as quick as possible. Because if they get in front of you or they're next to you, they are gonna mess you up for the entire drive back. It is a pain. I hate this section with a passion. But luckily, if you can get a pretty good distance off of them, like I'm already undetected, and they're already not even on the map. That actually went pretty well. I'm actually very shocked at how well that went, compared to how everything else in this run has gone. But this just goes to show you that even though I've had a bunch of things go wrong in this run, it's not so much of a time killer. Like, I'm gonna put the estimate at probably 3 hours. If you didn't know, Railcoon, who also, I believe works for GDQ. I don't know if he does still, but I think he did at one point. He ran this at one of the smaller GDQs, like the community spotlight ones. And at that time, world record was, I believe, a 2:56. 2 hours 56 minutes. Since then, that was done last year. Since then, the world record has gone down by an entire 30 minutes, thanks to a bunch of route optimizations and tricks and movement that me and Chrysalis 23 have found together. Since the end of last year, we've been really putting in the work to really just try to improve this game as much as possible, because I do honestly believe that this is a really, really cool and unique speed game. It's unlike any that I've run in the past 8 to 9 years that I've been doing speedrunning. So I really, really appreciate it for that. Especially the whole challenge thing is really unique to any speedrun that I've ever seen. Yeah, I believe in the last run that Railcoon did, he got, I want to say it was like a 340 or a 350. And in this run, I'm going to be beating that time by almost an entire hour. And I mean, no disrespect to Railcoon or anything. It was a completely different time. The route was way worse. It was super RNG dependent. And just less stuff was known at the time. I do admire Railcoon a bunch for having the resources that he did have that allowed me to relearn and find out a lot of things that I actually didn't know about the game through his PBs and stuff. So right here is the dumbest fight in the game. This is Stinkum 2. I'm going to be going for stuff. I'm actually going to be a bit quiet here at the beginning to hopefully get what I'm trying to get. Okay. I unfortunately cannot line it up. Nice, I got the shot. So you're not actually able to shoot Stinkum with the shotgun normally. However, you can shoot the other people. So you can try to angle your shots to have Stinkum walk right in front of it or behind it. So that way you can hit Stinkum with the shotgun shot, because it deals way more damage than you otherwise would normally be able to. And it is currently the fastest way. Okay, see, yeah, that's what happened if you, okay, I got, Fury mode, which is pretty much easy mode on this boss fight, because you can get him caught in a corner. I'm going for it right now. And you can just deal a bunch of damage, so yeah, I just dealt a bunch of damage there. I don't know why he's not shooting at the moment. Actually, very annoying. Okay, well, he moved out of the way. Yeah, so now I need to actually do this fight the normal way because I am out of bullets. And the normal way for this fight sucks. It's literally just wait for him to attack. It is kind of like the Tenderloin fight from earlier, just way worse. And we deal way less damage than the actual Tenderloin fight. This is why I hate the fight so much. It's just super dumb. But we will be able to kill him eventually, at least. Also, unlike Tenderloin, he does have some attacks that you can just not parry, like that one. Yeah, now I just have to wait. I just have to wait for him to attack me. I think I need about 2 more parries to kill him. Unless he does that. He's taunting me for some reason. I'm not doing anything. I'm just standing here and he's taunting me. Yeah, this is... I don't like this fight. I'm going to be completely honest. This fight sucks. I think this is just an actually, like, poorly designed fight. Now he's not doing any of them that I can parry. Yeah, sometimes you can get lucky and actually land a punch there. Okay, I think I just need 1 more punch. Okay. There we go. Now the fight's over. And now there's only like 1 more run killer. So I'm actually gonna get out of the car here and punch the car. So sometimes it's not exactly known why this works and how this works, but whenever Max is talking and he's doing some sort of action, such as punching a car, you'll skip the dialogue. So I do it here, and then I'm also gonna do it in a little bit as well. So as soon as he said doesn't matter anymore, okay, I warped to the wrong place. As soon as he says doesn't matter anymore, then I can teleport away. So I'm gonna go back to Jeep. I'm going to get the full ammo thing. I'm actually going to upgrade my ammo so I can actually hold more now. And then I need to go here because right now I actually cannot teleport to Deep Frya, which is why I went to this place earlier. So I could teleport to here at this moment. I will drive back to Deep Frya and realize I'm not wanted. And then we will begin the final mission of the game. So we're almost actually done. So I'm actually gonna wait a little bit, and I'm gonna drive forward. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna drive the car off the ledge. This will make Chum Bucket's dialogue not play at all. And then I can punch this rock, which, okay. Yeah, this one can be a little finicky. Sometimes it just won't actually skip the dialogue. Sometimes you have to, okay, that one it did work. So now I teleport to Gastown. And if I go down here, I'll be able to start the last mission where I will do 2 last fights, the Land Mover and Scrotus 3. And there's some tech that I will try my best to explain as I am doing the fight. This fight has changed the most. This fight used to suck really bad, but now it's not as bad. It still sucks, but it's not as bad. So. Okay, so I'm gonna focus a little bit at the beginning. I'm actually going to get ahead of the Land Mover because I'm going to get to a specific spot on this track, and I'm going to take out my sniper rifle and I'm going to attempt to take out the cars with the sniper rifle instead of the normal like shotgun or ramming or thunderpoon method. And this will actually save a bunch of ammo on me. So I will be able to then catch up with the Land Mover again and use the thunderpoon and such to kill all the cars. What I have to do is I have to kill all the cars, and then I can go after the main Land Mover. Okay, so I got one. That's the last of my ammo because I didn't actually have enough scrap to get more ammo. Yeah, this isn't actually... That one didn't actually go that well. Normally you are able to take out a bunch more cars, but... Unfortunately I couldn't really get it to work. But I can take out these ones with the shotgun. And then the ones that have more armor, I have to get up close and personal with them. Tag them with the thunderboon. I can also use a mixture of a bunch of different damage sources to try to get them all as low as possible. So I am gonna have to actually save. Oops. I'm gonna have to save. Okay, what does this guy do? Okay. I don't know what that guy's doing. I'm gonna have to save one thunderboon to take out the Land Mover later. Okay. Yeah, this is not going very well, actually. really unfortunate that I didn't have the ammo that I needed going into this. But I'm gonna need to save Thunderpin. So I can't actually... I'm trying to take out the doors on this car. It's not really cooperating. Because our harpoon's so weak, we can't do anything like take out the tires or anything. So a good way to take out some of these higher armored ones is to take off the door and then rip out the person. Luckily, I can do a lot just by ramming into them, which is nice. I'm actually very close to dying myself. Yeah, this car is being not nice to me. Okay, I don't know what he's doing. I'm trying to stay as far away as possible so that way I can avoid taking any damage with my car. Because if I have to repair my car now, I don't have any upgrades to actually repair it very quickly. So I will spend a lot of time trying to catch back up. And it's actually even possible that I could just lose the entire Land Mover in general. I just have one more to go. Luckily the car came off, so I can hopefully just take the guy out like that. And now I just need to catch back up with the Land Mover. I should be getting a shotgun refill, but I just need to take off the sides of the Land Mover, and then I can blow them up. Apparently I'm not close enough. I need to be careful not to get too close, which is why I saved the Thunderpoon instead of a shotgun, because the Thunderpoon has a longer range. Even though it's technically slower because you have to wait for the timer. I have to be really careful of these cars that are coming up. Hopefully I get a shotgun refill soon. Okay, well that's really unfortunate, actually. I didn't get the refill that I needed, so I have to wait for a refill, for this to repair. Hopefully I'll be able to get back. Hopefully I can make it back in time without losing the Land Mover. Normally you're supposed to get a refill for your shotgun. There we go. There, now I got it. A little late, but whatever. Now I should be able to just get right up next to it and blow it up. This is looking like it's going to be around a 249-ish. It's definitely not the greatest run, but it definitely could have been a lot worse. I got really bad RNG. I think this is actually a really good showcase for this run, just to show how bad it can go and how it's not really the end of the world. So I took down the Land Mover, and unfortunately Chum Bucket hasn't been very nice to us this run, causing us to die actually a few times. So yeah, we're just gonna end him. He's dead now. He's going to die. We're gonna sacrifice him in order to try to take out Scrotus. Fortunately, it doesn't actually take out him. Still alive, but okay, there's some thunder sticks on the ground. We need to wait for him to circle around. As soon as he tries to charge at us, we will throw. That's the first time that's ever happened. Wait for him to charge. Throw the thunder stick at him. Dive out of the way. Grab one last one. And timing will stop when I land the final thunder stick on him. And time. And that is Mad Max any percent, the current patch run at least. If you are somebody from GDQ, I thank you for watching this run. Obviously, this run wasn't the greatest, but this is about as bad as it can go. Honestly, if you think about it overall, this is about as bad as it can go. I pretty much show off every single RNG thing that can go wrong. I show off everything that can go wrong, and it's still a 2-hour 50-minute run. Just in case, I think I will put my estimate at around 255, 3 hours. But yeah, I got some pretty bad RNG. A lot of things happened that shouldn't have happened, but overall, I think this is a really cool run. I think this is a really unique run with the way that the challenges work, with how the physics in the game work. It's really fun to try and break them. Speaking of breaking things, we have been theorizing different ways to skip parts in the game. It was found a couple days ago, actually, that we can skip the jaw early by doing a jump, very specific boosted jump over a wall to launch our body over an invisible wall. And we've found different things such as wrong warps, zips. We've been able to like zip our character. We've gotten the car to like fly. It's just crazy things. Things that haven't been able to be implemented into the run yet. But there's definitely a lot of potential with this game, and I think that by being able to showcase it at an event like GDQ, we can hopefully try to bring more people into this community, because right now it's pretty much me and Chrysalis that are trying to find stuff, that are like actively running this game. I think there's been a total of 6 people that have like ever ran this game, and one of them was like 6 years ago, and then 3 of them were like 2 years ago. But I really think this is a really unique speed game, and just a really, really fun one as well. Yeah. Yeah. Quick shout outs to Railcoon, to Pennigan for initially showing me this speed run. He got a 231 with the older patches about 6 years ago, and an NG Plus file, which we were able to beat last November with a 226 by Chrysalis. I'd like to thank Chrysalis, Pennigan, Railcoon, everybody else that is Ethan Christ as well, for trying to find some things in this game. I really do think this game has a lot of potential, and I think the only thing it needs is some people boosting it, you know? Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and goodbye.